Hi, my name's Claire and I love nothing more than a good train journey. In this video, I'm trying out France's budget railway line, OuiGo. It's basically the Ryanair of French train. You pay a low rate for your seat only, and then they charge for any extras. Is it worth it, or do the extra fees make it better to stick with France's comfortable in trains? Find out in this video. Today I am testing out the OuiGo trains which run through France. So you may be wondering, what is a OuiGo train? So it is a branch of the French railway company in Oui, and it's basically a budget train. It's a Ryanair of the train world. So I paid just 25 euros for my train from Paris, Gare de Lyon to Marseille. Now you pay a flat fee and then you basically have to pay for any extra, so it's just like Ryanair in that regard. So I pay 25 euros for the train itself, and then it automatically puts you in a seat. If you want to change that seat, you have to pay an extra fee, and I actually ended up paying the most expensive seat change fee, which was 7 euros, so I could have a seat by myself. So if you don't pay this extra fee and sort your own seat out, you could end up in a 3 seat in the middle. So I ended up paying 32 euros, but this is to get from Paris to Marseille, right in the south of France. The times are pretty quick. I think my train takes just over 3 hours to make the distance, and it's quite far. Like we're going from the northish of the country right to the south. Generally I think that's quite a good rail price, but we'll see if it's worth the savings. Some other important things to know about OuiGo is that it doesn't come with baggage. So like Ryanair, you have to buy extra baggage room. However, I think the bags I have are okay, so you basically get the equivalent of cabin baggage for free. So I've got 2 rucksacks, but I think they're in the size requirements, so hopefully that will be all right. And you also, there's no chance to buy any food on board, so you've also got to come prepared with food. But other than that, it seems to be fairly similar to in trains. So yeah, I will assess the differences, see what it's like to go on the OuiGo trains, and also just see if it's worth doing these trains for the cost savings of it. As you can see from the Louvre behind me, I'm in Paris. I just did a coach from London to Paris, which I deem to be not worth it if you have the money to buy it. The Eurostar is dead. But we'll see what I think about the OuiGo, see if I think that if this is worth the saving, because this is what thrifty travel is all about. It's about saving where it's worth saving, but also spending some money on things that are like worth the extra comfort. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the Gare de Lyon now. I've still got about 2 hours before my train, but I think I can board from 40 minutes before, so I think I'm going to slowly mosey back to the Gare de Lyon. In fact, I think I'm going to get the metro back to Gare de Lyon, but I'm going to make my way back to the Gare de Lyon and get my bags and yeah, find out what I do, where I go to the platform. There was something about getting a baggage tag as well, so I need to investigate that. I need to get some food, so yeah, I better get going. So off to the Gare de Lyon we go. I took one last walk around the Louvre pyramids and went to these really jazzy toilets in the Carousel du Louvre. They look like an art gallery. Then it was just a 10-minute direct metro journey to take me back to the Gare du Lyon. I'm just walking through the Gare de Lyon to go and get my bags. If you've seen my last video, you'll see that I've had a bit of a nightmare with leaving my bags in the luggage locker. I had to walk, go get cash, come back, get the cash changed to coins, and yeah, a little bit of a nightmare. So take this as your reminder that if you are travelling in Europe and you want to use the lockers, to always try and have some cash on you, even better some coins. But usually they have a machine where you can change your notes into coins, but sometimes it doesn't always work. So the Gare de Lyon is quite a big station, and I'm walking literally from one end to the other to get my bags, and then I've got to walk back the way I came. But I have seen my train on the board and it looks like it's okay, all running on time, so that's good. And it says I need to be in boarding room 1, which was back there, but it was where I was before, so I know where to go. Alright, now I'm walking back to where I'm getting my train from. Alright, ticket scanned, now to find my carriage. Nothing has been said so far about bags. It's like a completely normal boarding process as of the moment, but we shall see. So here's a first look at the OuiGo carriages. As you can see, they look quite different to normal trains. The bottom floor has this 3-2 configuration. There's very little space to store your bags, which is why they charge for big bags. So I had to have both my bags by my legs at the seat, which was a little bit cramped, but I didn't want to pay the 20 euros extra that it would cost to put my bag elsewhere. There was a table on the back of my seat in front of me, which was quite big actually, to be fair. And I was really glad that I had reserved this personal seat and I didn't have to sit in one of the 3 along seats because that would have been crowded. There's no food available on OuiGo train, so I actually went to Pret a Manger and got a sandwich and a juice before the train, but just stock up on food, whatever it is, before you go. We were actually delayed for about 40 minutes. This was because there was some sort of rockfall on the tracks in the southeast, so the staff had to go and see what was going on, see if they could clear it, and then they went to the site and deemed they could clear it, and then the trains were allowed to resume. Quick toilet check. It all looks okay, a little bit dated, but I think this whole train's a bit dated, to be honest, but all looks alright. There's sink, there's soap up here. Toilet's okay, it doesn't smell too bad. So as far as train toilets go, especially for this budget Ryanair of trains, it's not too bad. We have had a half-hour delay. It did sound like it was going to be longer at one point, but I think it is just half an hour now. There was a mudslide or something on one of the train tracks, so they had to like go there and assess it and see if the trains were safe to go there, but then they decided that it was, so we are running about half an hour late, but hopefully that is all that it will be. Just whizzing past the countryside at the moment. It's, yeah, just green fields really. This is a double-decker train like the ones I went on in Switzerland last month, so I'm just walking upstairs just to see if it's any different up here. So there's these long corridors upstairs and there's this space for bigger bags behind me, so if you pay the extra for a bigger bag, that's one of the spaces that they go. So that's quite interesting. It's really nice and quiet up here. There are quite a lot of screaming kids in my carriage, which is fine, but I'm quite tired. I'd just like to have a little rest really, but it's very nice and peaceful up here. And I remember now when I booked the ticket, I was going to book a ticket on the upstairs, but I decided not to because it's a 2x2 configuration and I wanted to see it on my own, so I booked downstairs because it had the 3-1 configuration. Considering the distance, it was a very quick journey, even with the delay. And before too long, we were pulling into Marseille St Charles station, which is the main train station of the city. Hello from Marseille. It has been one of those days where I've been wearing the same clothes for 24 hours and I haven't really slept, and yeah, I just need to sort my life out a little bit. So yeah, got here all right. As you can see, the train was fine. There were a few quirks about it. It was interesting how the luggage rack was so small. I could have probably put my small bag up there, but that's the bag with all the stuff that I need for the journey in. So I found that quite interesting because it was tall enough. They could have just built it lower down, but they built it so high up so you couldn't put a big bag up there. So that was interesting. No power outlets, which was fine. I knew that before I got on, and it was just more seats crammed into a space, which I guess is why they are cheaper. But because I had my €7 upgrade to a solo seat, I didn't really notice it. There were a lot of screaming children in my cabin, which is fine. I don't want to moan about them too much because I'm sure I was like it when I was a kid, but yeah, it was 4 hours of not very much calm, and then I went upstairs for a bit and it was so peaceful up there. But never mind, I got here all right. There was a short delay, but that was due to debris on the railway or something. So yeah, I would get that train line again, definitely. I'd pay the extra for the solo seat again, but I'd get that. Didn't really have any issue with it, as long as you're prepared to have your devices charged up, bring some food. So yeah, I guess that's about it. Oh, I'll just show you around my room quickly because I've checked into my hotel in Marseille. So this hotel cost me €80, which was about £65, I think, or £69. It was It was 60 something pounds, it was less than 70. So I'll just show you what you get for that amount of money per night in Marseille. So I've got a bed here. I'm presuming I booked a single room or a single occupancy room because this would not fit 2 people, but it's fine for just me. Window out there, and then you've just got a little like area here just with a TV, a desk. I just made it a bit messy. There's some coffee down there and a mug and a kettle, and then a mirror here. And then the bathroom has a bath, which I don't know if I'm going to use, but I do enjoy a bath. So yeah, bathroom has a bath and then shower over the bath. This was weird. When I turned the tap on, the shower turned on as well. And like, there's some like, you have to kind of twizzle the nozzle around and get that to, I don't know. I did something wrong. And then there's a toilet, and the toilet has all of those funky features on, like the bidet and stuff. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, quite small, but definitely sufficient for the night. I have just ordered Lebanese food on Uber Eats, so I'm excited for that. Although I have also realised that Aldi shuts at 8 and doesn't open till 8:30 tomorrow. My boat is at 10. So that would probably be okay, but only just. So I might try and go tonight still. But I've got to see what time my Lebanese food gets here. And then I might go to Aldi and get some food for the boat tomorrow. So I will, of course, be videoing the boat. I'm very excited about it, actually. Boat from Europe to Africa. So yeah, do join me for that one. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!